Tonight I'm going to be making a lovely stir fry. I think when you do get a stir fry right, it is one of the best midweek staples. A few key factors that we need to take into consideration. First, let me run through the ingredients. So this is going to be a chicken stir fry. So what I've done, I've pre-cooked some chicken. All I've done is just sliced it up really thin and then poached it in some water, some salted water. This is optional. You can, cook it in the wok as part of the stir fry if you wanted to. I just prefer to do it this way because it's already cooked and because this all comes together super quick and we don't want any moisture in there. I think it just helps with that process. I've got some lovely red and green peppers here, which again I've just sliced into nice strips. I've got some ginger, garlic and some fresh red and green chilies, which again have just been either sliced or finely diced. So that's gonna add, a real depth of flavour and a nice kick. I have left the seeds in. Got some lovely spring onions here, which again I've just peeled off the outer layer, washed and then just chopped up roughly. Got some nice bean sprouts here for at the end for some bit of crunch. Got some fresh egg noodles here. Again, put whatever kind of carbohydrate you want to in. If you wanted to put more veg in, then you can leave that out altogether if you wanted to. Got some light and dark soy sauce, some salt, pepper and some MSG. Again, optional, but it tastes bloody delicious. The one thing you notice here is I've got everything out laid in front of me. Everything's prepped beforehand. Like I said, this comes together very quickly. You need to keep that heat in the pan. Moisture is the enemy in a stir fry. We don't want any moisture, otherwise it's just gonna boil and just be this kind of wet disappointment. Whereas we want, a lot of heat. We want to retain texture in the veg. That'll turn it from just this horrible mess that you're gonna want to forget into a midweek staple. Okay, so pan on to a reasonably high, well, you want as high heat as you dare really. Get the windows open, get the extractor fan on. This is going to come together really quickly. So make sure, again, stress the importance of having everything laid out in front of you. I'm even opening the bottles. I'm even opening the lids on the bottles to my soy sauce. I'm going to open the lid to my MSG. I'm going to have a spoon out ready. Everything's good to go. Would help if I had some tongs. So while that's heating up, you can put a multitude of vegetables and proteins in here. I've gone for these ones which I've just described to you, but you can put carrots in here, you can put broccoli, cabbage, mushrooms, anything that you wanted to really. Baby corn's lovely. So once you kind of understand the basic principle of how a stir fry comes together and understanding the importance of prep, then you can pretty much just make it into your own. Okay, pan's nice and hot. I'm gonna go in with a generous amount of my rapeseed oil. Just move that around. I'm actually going to go in with the peppers first because, like I said, the chicken's already cooked. So move them around. Pinch of salt. You want to be seasoning as you go. Little pinch of MSG to start with. And don't be doing all this. Don't be tossing, the pan too much, because as impressive as it looks, like you're just taking heat out of the pan. You need to retain that heat in the pan. So just use your tongue and just keep moving it around. Okay, I'm going to go in now with my garlic, ginger and chilli. Again, important, keep things moving. Especially with the chilli going in, you don't want any smoke to start coming off of that chilli because it will go straight to the back of your throat. Now I'm going to go in with the chicken. So once you're confident that, you're putting cold veg into a hot pan, so once you're confident that the heat is in them vegetables, then you can add your next element. Okay, I'm going to go in with some more salt now. A little bit of pepper. About a teaspoon of MSG. A little bit of light soy sauce, not too much because you've already put salt and MSG in there. And then the dark soy sauce for the sweetness and the colour. Just keep everything moving. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with the spring onions. And again, if you was using something like broccoli or, you know, baby corn, you would put those in at the beginning because they're hard vegetables, they take longer to cook. I would even recommend blanching the broccoli before you even put it in here. Keep that heat. The colours are amazing, it smells amazing. So I'm going to go in now with my bean sprouts. And then on with my noodles. A bit more soy sauce on the top. So just let the heat get back into the pan. Taste your chicken. What does it need? Think about it. It's definitely got a kick. These noodles only take a couple of minutes to cook. I'm happy with that. And there you go, that's it. That's all there is to it. Dinner is served. Okay, get yourself a nice bowl. Okay, grab a big old bunch and lift confidently. It smells incredible, and you can see that how quickly that came together. Prep is so important. And there you go, that is my quick chicken stir fry. Perfect midweek meal. Right, let's get in there. Wow, that has got a kick. Perfectly seasoned. Everything is still so fresh and crunchy. There's texture there. We've not overcooked or boiled the vegetables. We've kept that moisture out of the pan. So there you go, my midweek chicken stir fry with nice spice and seasoning, home cooked and done properly. Let us know what you have in your stir fries.